Hi, I'm Margaret Martin at Amelia Guide. Welcome to the sample of our beginner exercises for our Stronger Bones, Stronger Body series. For those of you who actually get the entire series, don't worry, this will be in your samples and you'll get to view it without any commercials. So let's get started. Feet hip width apart. You want to be pressing firmly down into the earth, softening your knees. Good. And invite an opposite lengthening through your body, so we get a nice lengthening all the way from the space between ribs and pelvis. Continue to lengthen so that the crown of your head is reaching to the sky. We take a breath in, shoulders up towards our earlobes. Exhale as you wrap the shoulder blades down and around. So we often refer to this as a reverse shoulder shrug. Inhale up. And exhale back and around. Good. If you want to turn your palms away from your body, opening up. Excellent. We'll do twice more. Inhale up. Exhale back and around. And we'll do that one more time. Inhale up. And exhale around. We're going to keep the palms turned open. And we're going to be reaching to the sky. Inhale, gaze, and breastbone or chest gently looking to the sky. Exhaling down. Inhale, reach to the sky. And exhale down. And raise the arms to whatever height feels right for your shoulders. Elongate, elongate those. You're reaching to the walls on either side of you. And now reaching to the sky. And then all the way down. Excellent. Twice more. Inhale, reach up. And exhale down. If for whatever reason you find it painful or uncomfortable to gaze up, then keep your head just in neutral position as you allow the arms to come and reach to the sky. Lovely. And all the way down. Very nice. So now we're going to bring the arms up to the height of the shoulders. We're going to squeeze the shoulder blades back. You'll notice as we squeeze the shoulder blades back, we're going to accompany this with the elbows coming back. But we can bring the elbows back all by themselves without the shoulder blades. But then you're not using any of your back muscles. So I really encourage you to pull back through the shoulder blades. Great. So now that you have that feeling, we're going to add a little step. And pull back. And pull back. Good. Pull back. Get a little warm up through the body. A little balance incorporated into the step. Excellent. 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Good. As I promised, we're going to be working our hips as well. So I want you to feel your gluteus medius muscles, our hip abductors. I'm going to use the chair. I'm going to turn my back to you. The muscles I want you to feel, if you had your hands on your hips, I have my microphone right where one is, but there, and the other gluteus medius just where your thumbs would end up. So holding a chair in front of you, you're going to kick gently back and to the side. So it's not all the way behind you and it's not directly to the side, but a little combination of both. So you're thinking side and back, and it's your heel that's leading the way. So your feet are parallel to one another when they start and as you're going out. And a couple more. Excellent. And we'll take that to the opposite side. Breath in and exhale. And 2. And 3. And 4. 5. 6. 7. And 8. Great. All right. Little march on the spot just to relax the hips. And we're going to go through a shoulder move one more time, but this time one arm at a time. So let's reestablish our athletic stance with our feet hip width apart. Hands come up to the height of the shoulders, and we pull back just with the focus on the shoulder blade. Breath and pull back. Coming back down. And pull back and down. And back and down. And we're going to be incorporating a band with this later. So with any of the movements that I introduce, if there's resistance involved and you're finding it too challenging, you can always come back to the movements that just mimic the motion. And if that feels like the right intensity for you to do for a week or for a month, then do that until you feel ready to incorporate resistance. You notice as I'm pulling back, my hands are roughly at the same height. My forearm and my elbow are staying below the height of my shoulder. So it's not this or this. So that's really important, and we'll incorporate that in a little bit with the workout. One little balance challenge for you. I'd like you to have a chair or two on the side, and we're going to start at the back of the mat. And certainly if you want to if you haven't done a tandem stance where you're walking heel to toe. So the heel is touching the toe in front, and you just step along the edge of the mat. You can use the chair just to touch down, and one more. Good. Now I'd like you to do that backwards. Don't worry if you're not right on the line, and use the support of the chair if you need to, but this is a balance challenge, so you do want to feel like your feet are working hard, that you're challenging your balance, but that you're staying safe the whole time. Excellent. So moving into our strength sets, we are going to start without any weights, and you just want a nice strong sturdy chair that is going to be there for your stability. We're starting with all our leg work. So I'm always ensuring, especially when we go to standing on one foot, that you are thinking of the tripod at the base of your foot, weight bearing through the base of your big toe, fifth toe, and the center of your heel. We're going to start with the left leg. You take a breath in, exhale as the knee comes up. You're wanting it to go straight in front of you, and back down as you inhale. Exhale up. Think long and tall through your body. If you want to add a little flexibility at the ankle, you could point your foot down as you lift your knee. The other thing to think about is that the knee that's supporting you, it stays soft the whole time. If you want to challenge your balance, you can go light on your hand, lifting it just above the chair, and that way you get to challenge your balance. Excellent. Working with your breath, inhaling down, exhale through the lift. Inhale down. Almost done. As we get older, so often we catch our foot because we don't have the strength to lift the leg high enough, and this is a great exercise for that. Beautiful. We're going to keep working. Same muscle group, opposite side. Breath in and exhale. If you feel like you'd like to have a second support, by all means. The only reason I don't do it is because I have to keep moving props and it gets in the way of cameras. But if you want that second support, please have it. And then that's going to be a measure of your progression over time, is that you go from using 2 points of stability to 1 point of stability and eventually no stability. So those are all ways for you to judge your progression. Breath and blow. Inhale, stay nice and tall. Keep your supporting knee soft. Inhale and blow. We have 2 more to go. You're doing great. Knee points forward, foot in the same direction. Ooh, I think this was our last one actually. Good job. All right. The next muscle group is one that gets very weak on people, and it's our hip abductors. And it's really important that we move our leg in the correct direction in order to access those muscles. So I want you to actually feel the muscles. You're going to, if you placed your hands on top of your pelvis, you're going to feel a strong, which is going to be your pelvic bone at the top, your ilium, where your thumbs end up. Right back here on the fleshy part at the top of your buttocks is a muscle called your gluteus medius. If you don't feel that muscle fire when you're doing this exercise, it's because you're not using it. So feet, let's say, are going to stay parallel to each other. You're going to keep your hand on the leg that we're going to work. We're going to start on the left side. You have one hand for support. My leg's going to moving to the side, but slightly behind. All right, breath in. Shift all your way to the right, and the left leg goes out, but also slightly behind. And then come back together. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. If you feel that you need a little more support and you have a chair that allows you to get your whole forearm on there, by all means. Or if you're using the back of a large soft chair or the back of your sofa, you could be using your countertop. So many options. Just make sure you feel stable and safe so your body goes, got this. Inhale and exhale, press. Good. If you're finding that your supporting leg is getting tired, well, that's because it's also working. So you get a bonus. You're getting both sides working equally as hard, and that is your set. Excellent. Good. Okay, we'll shake things out a little bit, and we're going to do the same thing on the opposite side. This time, the side that you are going to be working, if you want to feel that muscle, by all means. I'm just not going to do it because my support, well, my make-believe support will be here. I'll do a breath in and exhale. Inhale, feet together. Exhale out to the side. Inhale together. Exhale out to the side. Good. Now you really want to feel every single time that muscle is working hard. Now, some of the things that I see people do as that muscle gets tired is they start turning the leg outward, or they start to move it more towards the front of their body. So you want to avoid those things. Feet parallel to each other, leg out to the side and back. Inhale and press. Good. Inhale, 2 to go. And all the way back. Good job. Very nice. Now, on the next go around, we're going to be working our gluteus maximus muscle. And so, especially for people that don't like to lay down on their stomach, this is a really nice alternative to the alternating leg lifts. When doing this exercise, I want you to actually hinge forward from your hips, because pure hip extension is only about 15 degrees, meaning when we bring our leg back, we have about 15 degrees in our joint to do that. The rest would be hyperextending the back. So when you see, people kicking back like this, that's quite stressful on the spine, especially as we get older. So to remove that stress, we hinge from the hips. We can rest our forearms. If you need a towel underneath your forearms, by all means, use it. You want to be a distance apart, away from the chair, that you feel, yep, I got this nice support. And incorporating your breath, you take your breath in. Think about squeezing your butt cheek as you kick your leg back. Inhale, back down. Exhale, back. Inhale, the butt relaxes. Exhale, squeeze your butt cheek. Inhale down. And exhale. Because you're on a slight tilt of your body, your head and neck muscles have to work harder to keep your head in alignment with your shoulder. So you might find it a lot kinder on your neck to keep your tongue to the roof of your mouth. Inhale, down. Exhale, kick back. Good. You'll notice that I don't kick my leg much higher than having it form a straight line with my body. Maybe I can give it a little bit more, and that's it. And we'll take it to the other side. If you need to stretch in between, take a little sip, by all means, whatever you need to get through this series and to succeed. So it is at a beginner level, so that's the key, is to just make sure that you succeed. Breath in and exhale, straight back. Good. Inhale down. Exhale through the lift. Inhale. Really focus on squeezing your butt cheek. The butt relaxes as you come down, but then squeezing those muscles. Good. Just like you can think about making a muscle, squeezing your hands and making a bicep curl. Same way, you can really focus in on thinking about every fiber in your buttocks and making it work for you. Very important muscle for getting in and out of chairs, for having you stand tall, to protect your back. Your butt should be your main extensor when lifting. And so lots of reasons to keep it strong. And this is your last one. Breath and kick back. Good job. Very nice. Excellent. All right. We're going to give you a little break with an exercise we're going to do sitting. And a lot of people after that one, they're like, oh, I need to sit for a minute. So we're going to use a piece of TheraBand. This is the second level. This is a TheraBand brand, often used by professionals. If you can find a TheraBand or a TheraBand, those are recognizable names. The peach in the TheraBand would be equivalent to the yellow. The orange is equivalent to the red TheraBand. All right, so I'm going to make you work your back muscles as well as your deep hip rotators. So we've crossed the band over. We're keeping our shoulder blades tucked back, so we're just going to hold the band in this position. We take a breath in, sitting nice and tall. Exhale as you press your thighs open against the band and release. Now, if you're tall and you feel that you want to sit back in your chair, by all means, you can start with that breath. But the more often you can sit without back support, the more often you're engaging your own deep spinal muscles to hold yourself upright. Breath and blow. If it helps you to think about rolling out onto the outer edges of your feet while you're doing this, please do so. Breath and blow. Inhale and blow. Good. Now we're just going to let the shoulders relax a little bit, let everything have a little break. Some of us aren't used to, holding so much tension in the shoulders that long. If you want to just rest the arms down for the next 5, you can do that, or continue to pull the band. So you can either just tuck your hands under. This will take some of the tension away from the shoulders, but still allow you to get nice exercise through the thighs. So breath in and exhale. Pressing the thighs away from each other. Inhale and exhale. So this is a very gentle version of the clamshell exercise. Some of you might have been given that for therapy, and for whatever reason you're just like, oh, it means getting onto the floor. I'm just not wanting to lie down in the middle of the day. Well, this is a way of opening the space between your knees that we encourage people to do when they're going into their squats. So you encourage that same movement within those muscles. Good job. Very nice. All right, we're going to take the same band, and as I mentioned in the very intro, that you wouldn't have heard in the sample. There's lots of different colors, so use a band that challenges you. So I've chosen the second level, and we're going to use a banister. Use whatever you have that's solid, whether it's a piano, maybe the leg of a piano, or if you have a doorknob, you can loop the bands around the doorknob as well. So using a solid banister works really nicely. I'm just going to loop the band around my palm, but not my fingers. I don't want to put stress on the fingers themselves. Okay, so I have equidistance on each side of the band. Now, very important, because bands do snap. Do not stand with your feet parallel to each other. If it snaps, you're going to end up on your back side. So you want to stand in what we call a fighting stance or a staggered stance. Your front knee is bent, your back foot is at about a 60-degree angle. Lots of nice energy through the body. Your thighs are engaged, so you're thinking of that stretching, that space between your knees, just like you just did with the modified clamshell. We take a breath in. Now my arms are being pulled forward by the band, so the exercise is the opposite. I'm pulling that band back, squeezing my elbows into my side. Inhale as I release. Now, although the elbows are going into the side, the effort needs to be in the shoulder blades. So as you exhale, squeeze your shoulder blades in towards your spine. As you relax, the shoulder blades go forward. Exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze back for 4. Good job. And go forward. And once more, because we're going to change our stance halfway through the set. And release. Good. We're going to put equal weight through our feet and challenge our muscles equally. The front knee is pointing in the direction of the second toe. The back knee is soft. Energy on the outside border. Breath in as you feel that band pulling you ever so slightly forward. You're staying strong with your postural muscles, and you blow as you come back. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, squeeze shoulder blades back and together. Inhale forward. Don't let your head and neck go forward. Everything stays tall in between. Inhale, reach forward. Tongue to the roof of your mouth with any exercises that involve your upper body. And last 2. Inhale, reach forward. And last 1. Squeeze all the way back. Excellent. When you're first beginning, 1 set is just fine. After about 2 weeks, you want to start adding a second set of exercises. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring knee to chest and release. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. With all the extension we just did at the back, this feels really nice. And knee to chest, perfect. Now hamstring muscles are really important to keep flexible. And so we're going to do a gentle stretch of the hamstrings. We're going to straighten one leg. We're just going to pull the heel towards the wall in front of us, and then point and pull and point. Good. Now from here, let's just slide that leg in. Good. We're going to place the rope right where the arch of the foot is. Take a breath and then exhale. Let the elbows stay by your side as the rope just slides. Inhale back down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Having flexible hamstrings allows you to move with good body mechanics. It puts less stress on your back. So really important to help you to keep your spine safe. Good. Good. We're going to do 2 more. Breath in, exhale up, inhale down, and exhale through the stretch. Good. Very nice. Now I'm going to keep the rope here. I'm going to switch which foot is in the rope. Good. And switch. Bring the leg all the way down. Point the foot and pull. And point and pull. Point and pull. Point and pull. And if you had lost your rope, then we can just hook it around at this point. Breath in and exhale through the stretch. And 2. And 3. And 4. Good. A lot of us, if we haven't been stretching hamstrings in a while, we don't only have tight muscles, we have tight nerves. And so this is a really nice way to stretch both the muscles and the nerves. And if you have time after doing some dynamic stretching like this, then you can just hang out like this up against the sofa or the wall. So wasn't a quick change of wardrobe that I was doing, but rather what you got to see was a little sample of pulling the warm-up from one workout, a new workout in the middle, and a cool down from a separate workout altogether. So you got to see a little medley of what the beginner Stronger Bones, Stronger Body is, and if it feels right for you, I'd love to have you join me.